Bless your heart.
This is a bless your heart moment. I'm about to take you on a journey to the worst place for black people on the internet. Y'all don't know, if y'all can't tell, you can see the TSR, meaning the shade room. I am taking you down a path that you might not can go back from, because once you're here, it's hard to get out. I've broken out many times. I know the key. I got the lock. I know how to break out from this hellhole. So I can go in. But be careful. You do. You get entitled by seeing Good Burger coming back. Oh my God, I love Good Burger. But it's really a place of hell. It entices you like the devil. And what we're here to talk about today, because this is a serious subject, as I put my headphones on, and remind you to like and subscribe. Mama, we on everything. Is Derrick Jaxn's estranged wife. He spoke about something recently that we must cover. So we're here to cover it. Let's do our work. Let's do our job over on our news. Oh, what a sound that is.
I became a shell of myself. I didn't know who I was. I actually have a couple posts on my page where it's like, I have a post that says, I knew her body better than I knew my own.
Stop. Let that sit there.
Yo, y'all ever notice when these dudes be listening to like these stories of women, they just be so extra. I knew her body better than her. Oh my God. It's the Jesus round, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do it. Hey, oh my God. Oh, she's spinning. Jesus cross. Oh, I like it's so extra.
You said you knew another woman's body better than you knew your own.
Listen, this is actually a nice point. I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be that guy, but I'm making fun of his reaction because it's like a constant reaction. Even my friends do it, like when we do football. One of my best friends used to run down the field and say, Bobby. But I'm just making fun of his reaction. By the way, this is a serious that we're going to get serious with.
Yes, several women. I knew several other women's bodies better than I knew my own. And I spent a lot of time, like I went in such a deep hole where I was like studying these women. I would go to their profiles and I would study their pages and like what they wear. I knew when they had met up. So
listen. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Listen, you should never deal with it. We talked about this on Tuesday show. Go back to Tuesday show and discussion. We gonna break it down. It's gonna be on there just live, just the discussion part that have every Tuesday. I don't know what they were gonna do. It probably Friday. We probably put out, but which is tomorrow for y'all. That person right there, you should never have to feel like that. If you're in a relationship and they make you feel like you have to be somebody else, you're not in a relationship. You're in a convenience ship. You're in what I call a convenience ship, where you're convenient for me to be around, but I want something else. You gonna keep trying to be something else, but you're you, and I don't like you. So you're trying, not gonna work. That's just the truth. I'm a man. I'm telling you the secret. Once you in that situation, you in that situation.
So I watched their videos of them having sex. So I would try to imitate that and recreate that in our relationships so that he could choose me and want me. And that is a low point to be. And I'm tearing up a little bit because I hate that I even got to a point where that was a thing. But that
it is, like I said, that's a terrible mindset. You see one of the comments right here. I found myself comparing myself to others. Internet, social media culture. Even before then, you would do it, but now it's extreme, right? You'll go see all these beautiful women with all kind of makeup, seeing their highlights of their life, and you're like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be that. I'm going to be that. But you don't know, somebody's also looking at you, jealous of you in the same way. Because again, the internet, how many people show their lowlights? How many people share stories of them failing? It's rare. I have failed thousands of times. Listen, if you ask Ruby, I will try anything, fail at it, move on to something else. That's just me. Listen, don't work, it don't work. We just found out what's for me. I'm gonna figure it out. That's how life is. That's how I live my life. So I'm never comparing myself to others. If I fail, I fail. And by the way, just because I failed on me, I'm gonna stop trying. It's just it. Comparing yourself to another woman for your husband is a even more extreme example of being scared to fail and trying to be someone else you're not. That relationship cannot stand because he's going to continue to cheat. Because again, despite how much you want to be somewhere else, that's my point of saying what I said. No matter how much you try to be someone else, you can never be them. You only can be the best you. You can copy, you can paste, you can just copy them to a T, mannerism, walks, voice, pitch, everything. You're your own unique person. Surgery and none of that can save it.
That it was just that. And so I knew several other women's bodies better than I knew my own. I completely lost myself. I became a shell of myself. I tried to imitate their hair, their actions, even sexual things that I had seen him doing with them. I tried to recreate that.
He got tapes. Yo, this dude's sick. Yo, Derrick Jaxn, how his wife seen his tapes? Yo, this y'all used to follow. I told y'all dude was scam. Ruben, I don't know half these people. I knew him because some girls were telling me about him. I looked at him, I'm like, oh, he's a scam artist. But this dude's sick.
That in our life. When we were
stop looking up the man. That's all.
We're engaged, and none of it amounted to anything.
What did that do to you?
I became a shell of myself. I didn't know who I was. I actually have a couple posts on my page where
I start over. But yeah, listen, a lot of people just giving advice. Really, human beings. They're trying to scam you. They're trying to grip you. I'm not here to give you. I'm here to give you the news. I don't care how you take it. It ain't my job. My job is to tell you what's happening in the world, telling you this dude's a fraud up here. You see his name? Derrick Jaxn. He's a fraud. This poor woman ended up becoming everybody else, which I don't even, like, at times, now I'm worried that I don't even know if this is like some gimmick to sell a book now, because again, once you become a chameleon, you become a chameleon. Once you can play the game in every which way because you're trying to copy somebody and you want success. And I'm not even saying she's doing that, by the way. I have no clue about her. Like I said, this is my second time in my life ever seeing this woman. But I just know how once you copy and imitate other people because you want to be them, it tends not to just stop in the relationship. It tends to just carry on to everything you do in your life. So I'm praying for her. He's a piece of trash. I'm just updating you on the story of her latest interview.